Welcome to Dojo.
Check out Joe, he's a Reddit bro, likes to edit posts, and he starts to gloat when he gets the most of votes or likes. Yeah, he's really hyped, really psyched, cause the crowd is really tight and the work is really light. His training plan is the first thing your eyes see, cause he got more follows than my boy Eric Dicey. Opinions on Magnus, Hans, and Karyakin, who cheated who, which engine
That
did he
ain't
hack, and
Mouse.
he got blocked by Short, ignored by Dvorak, but he can't be wrong, he scored a like from Truon. He's got lightning attacks on GM blunders and gaffes, true not over the board, it's only the other chap. Still his 7-year plan ensures the last laugh. Distractions detract from any actual actions. Excuses are useless, he rues his inaction. Awaits satisfaction, the status of Magnus. He bought 50 books and opened up 10. Fools ought to read Psalms, not my system. He's got 30 alt accounts on every site around. Chessable courses keep looking cheaper by the pound. He got 22 databases and 36 engines, 25 chess sets, and a massive clock collection. He bought merch from Gotham, Bra and Naka, but his game history looked like some chess copy pasta. A GM coach that he don't listen to, and if you think it is, then yes, my friend, yes, this is you. But that all changed one bright sunny day when a friend said, hey, don't you know? Welcome to the dojo, it's good to grow. Welcome to the dojo, I gave up on the easy. Sweatwork's what we need, G. Sweatwork's what I believe, waiting's what I'll receive. Don't you know? Welcome to the dojo, it's good to grow. Welcome to the dojo, I stepped away from easy. Sweatwork's what we need, G. Sweatwork's what I believe, waiting's what I'll receive. So Joe got into the business, stopped the app sickness, daily practices rhythm, he even upped his fitness. He found sparring cathartic, postmortems charming. With the plus equal minus, he was armed for elo farming. With notepad and pen, he built up calluses, escape rating paralysis with lengthy game analysis. With sensei direction, he sold his collection. Read one classic and that was fantastic. Now he locked to the spot where they checking off boxes. Young prodigies and some wily old foxes. 3.5 points per box, that's shocking progress. Goal nearing, cohort cheering, Joe doesn't hear it. He's monotasking, no relaxing, concentration maxing. One book, one board, one set, one thought. Work will work, will work, work, never stop. One book, one board, one set, one thought. Work will work, will work, work, never stop. Now occasionally, he peeps the world of the tweet and laughs when he sees the player that...
All right, my friends, we're here for the second part of this beautiful dojo graduates. While we're getting set up, I'm going to type in what I did today. It wasn't much. I'm reading this book. And what did I do here? I did about an hour 45. Update. All right, now we're going to hit this yield news feed. We're going to hit this one. Oh, and I have to go back for yesterday. And we got through a big chunk of this. And I'm pretty sure we went up to, we definitely did Arsène Lupin. I'm not sure about, no, I don't think we did Jacaro. So let's start in on Jacaro here. So, he does a lot of studying outside the program. He has graduated many, many times. Well, and in general, in terms of what he's done, look at that guy. In terms of what he's done, there's only a little bit that's non-dojo here. Adult Improver, okay. And great. So this is Joe Hungaman, Tennessee Winter Open. We do not have a clock graph. That would be nice. I know it's hard. I say it every time, but that would have been nice to have that. Let's go game review. Oh, and I'm going to have to fix it. Oh, always got to fix it. So, there we go. There we go. All right, beautiful. So, good stuff. And it's funny, the chess.com names things. We never called this the Bowdler attack back in the day. This was just a chump move because you're going to get popped with a tempo here with e6 and d5. Definitely normal. Yeah, they're just going to develop their pieces. Good move. We might want to investigate e5. Usually it loses, we'd say, to knight g4, or is bad because of knight g4. And now you just need to play d5. Okay, what is the problem with g6? The problem with g6 is this bishop is already out. It's already out. And so you're wasting a full tempo now by playing g6. d5, you win a tempo. You win a tempo. And taking is probably not even white's best move because then they're letting this beast out over here. Okay. One thing in the notes, I would have appreciated something like, I lost a tempo. Cry says that's how people lose these games, right? Now, e5 looks like a strong move. He does this. Now you can play h6, though. And then this looks like a blunder, and now you're lost. That's how fast it goes. Knight e4. It would definitely be good to have some timestamps here to know, how long people thought about this stuff. Good move. And then he does this. And you took. We should mention that queen a5 is also a good move, stealing the knight that way. Good. And now you waste him. It looks bad anyway, honestly. You talk about bishop f6, but even bishop f6, you could still play queen takes g2. Okay. Now you give him a chance to play knight b6. This person's just hanging all their coconuts. So nothing to do about Bowdler attacks. It's about people hanging their coconuts. Okay. So you are winning. It shouldn't be that hard here. We're making it hard. He should, All right, so we're going to stop there. Beautiful. Yeah, good annotations. Good. Yeah, maybe a little bit more variations, but overall a good thing you got going on here. All right, back to the grad show. That was Yakaru, aka Hungaman. And here we got a very nice heat map from Tyler. You can see there, graduated number of times. That's what happens when you join the dojo. Okay, so famous 1206, beautiful, very well done. No clubs. Does he got some games? These are a little bit old, but was this a new one? No. I guess we're going to click on this thing. No, not that thing, Cry. We're going to click on this one. In general, your game should be here. What kind of time? All right. So, again, maybe some kind of, no. So this was an online game and could have used timestamps, but for whatever reason, I think probably didn't grab the timestamps when you brought them in here. Okay. Poor. And now, why is it poor? Don't take a pin piece. This is a poor move because h6 will force you to take the knight. Fancy. Again, probably bishop d3. Good move. Controversial for sure. And now you play h3. I like f4, yeah. And you say, I really wanted to play this move, but was scared. Did I already look at this game? It feels very familiar. I did. Well, there we go, Tyler. So yeah, he's graduating so fast, I'm already going through his games. I was like, I've seen this game before. I've seen this. That's what I said to myself. Well done, Tyler. Oh, now we have a famous dojo where this is DM Liam. He writes, he's graduated so many times. He's been with us for a while too. In November, I played in the under 1500 section as an 1199 and won all of my games to win the section. Welcome to the dojo. I have found it very helpful to work through middle game positions with my coach. I am gradually getting better at evaluating the positional strategic dimensions of moves that do not have an obvious or tactical solution. And we're going to look at your game with Mr. Cruz. Okay. Let's see what's going on with Liam. First chair on his school's chess team. We used to call that first board, but I think it's pretty cool to call it first chair. Okay, cool. So he's a 30-something. USCF. He is grinding higher. He's ready to graduate again. Honestly, look at that, 1368. His chess comm is surprisingly a little bit lower. Man, he's just made massive gains here. Okay, so we're going to do some guy named Cruz. Here we go. So I am interested in some advice on how to develop plans in a fairly close middle game like this. Okay, so first of all, here's our time graph. Great. And very interesting that White played the first couple moves so fast. Your time graph looks amazing. Totally great. Okay, let's go to game review. So we're just going to play chess. E5, bishop b2. Now you have several moves you could do. I personally like this plan because you're just up a lot of time, and this bishop will really owe you a tempo. So castles and rook e8. All right, so here we go. Okay, it's a little passive, but you're okay. And this move is funky for a variety of reasons. The bishop is already out. And you're going to, like, it's already got a diagonal. And you're going to invest loads of time in doing this, right? Also, bishop f3 at some point might be a hassle in the castle, right? Okay, so here we go. d3, passive. Some kind of striking you with d4 would have been more aggressive. Good. Little weird not to play knight c3, but okay. And now you do c5. Okay. Your opponent is playing too fast and plays b5. a6, interesting. a4, and you took, and now instantly they recapture cb, which I think, well, to my mind, looks like a mistake. Because now, it's unclear, really, if you're going to do this, White would want to dream about putting a pawn here, maybe a knight here, but even that, like, you have an extra center pawn. You're looking great. All right, I think queen c7 makes a lot of sense here to me. You played rook e8, it's probably okay. And now you do this thing, which I'm not sure I get. Like, where is it that you want that knight to go? Now we're just making things weird. And here you tanked forever. He thought for 17 minutes. So you asked about common plans, and I think you definitely lost your way here a little bit. So you need a plan. You could do a variety of things. The first move to start with could be queen c7. That will force knight c4, I think, or e4, one of those moves. But on e4, you smack him with d5. And on knight c4, we're going to go on from there. Okay. So rook e8. And now bishop f8 makes sense to me because you would be threatening d5. So I don't know where the knight's going. And then this knight goes on an adventure. I don't really know where he's going. Poor move. Poor move. So he might have been thinking about this kind of maneuver before, but now look, what does he do? Oh, he invited your knight in. Terrible move. Oh, and then look at this. And this is a hilarious mistake, bishop d1, which he plays instantly. Because this knight is so much better than this bishop. No way would I take that stinker. But he's terrified. He's going to waste a tempo on it. He's going to block his rooks up. Yeah, no good. And you make a simple and strong move here. Let's bring it in. All right, 93. And now this move I don't understand. And I can see this is a little bit of suffering for you because you don't know what to do. I get it. It's not so easy. The simple option would be knight d4. But, and then takes, put a rook on c8. You're doing great. Why are we playing bishop f6? I don't comprende that. You got some idea, but I don't know what it is. And now you did this. And here's a funny thing that we're seeing about your opponent. He wasted a full tempo doing this. And now he's going to take your bishop. So that was your worst piece. Okay, that was your worst piece. And now, bam, he took your worst piece and he just developed the queen in a position where, hey, I might have a little bit of zhuzh against the king. All right, knight d4. And we actually have a big choice here. You play ed4. We understand why. You're afraid of queen c7. Let's just pause for a second, though. For one, this guy's hanging. Okay? That's number one. Yeah, so there's actually some things to think about here. Your queen is so cool. So rook b8 looks pretty good. Knight d3 might be a good move too. I don't really know why knight d3 isn't a good move. You're threatening bishop takes e4. It's a bad business. So I feel like maybe your position's still good after ed4. But the advantage of cd4 is to say, well, if we can rule out queen c7, then we've got the c file. All right, ed4. Not sure I get it. Queen d2. And you played queen g5. We're going to give you an exclam for that. So notice that when you're playing this, let's call them quality of player, they are not going to know what to do and be obsessed with the wrong things. Like he was obsessed about losing his bishops, right? Here, a great move would be to say, oh, this guy's terrible now. Let's put him here, trade him off for the beast, right? You should give yourself an exclam there, bud. That was a great move. A little weird, but okay. Good move. Okay. Good finish, David. Good finish. And one of the things we'll say about everybody at this level, okay, so DM Liam is getting up there after graduating so many times, is that at this level, you're in a period of your chess development where you aren't going to be winning just because somebody hangs some stuff. There is going to be some strategic stuff going on. And as you saw in that game, you might feel unhappy with a lot of your moves, but I'll tell you what, they were better than your opponent's, right? The opponent had zero understanding of what to do in that position. Okay, next up we got Vile Muffin. What does Vile say? Probably could have started a cohort higher as I already peaked 10 rating points than my current rating almost 3 years ago. Taken a lot of breaks since then though, and this was mostly a matter of shaking off the rust, getting back into shape chess-wise, and actually playing games to have the chance to gain rating in the first place. Mostly been working on tactics and calculation. Partly to shake off the rust and partly because I feel like it's something I wasn't particularly good at. Always thought of myself as a positional player, but I've been moving more and more toward a more ambitious and dynamic style of play, and certainly feel confident in that aspect now. Although I don't have solid data yet, moving to no engine analysis in my games also seems to be highly effective. I feel like the takeaways just stick so much better. I think the goals for next cohort will be to just play more, being consistent about studying chess, and maybe learning to move just a little bit faster. Crow's If says this is very relatable. 12, the 1400. The ideas are much harder to create for the middle game and keeping a coherent position through all the mix of the piece sauce. The feast sauce, that's right. Okay, good. Let's go look at Vile Muffin here. Oh, from Finland. Let's give him a follow. I've never played a turn. I've never been to Finland. Yeah. Naroditsky fan. Yep. Here we go. 1300 normalized. Great. At some point, Vile, I'm sure you have maybe a finish rating you could maybe put in here. Lifting heavy things. Those people are the ones. They're the ones that are making it. There's only 52 of them, but I think they've all graduated. All right, here's Vile Muffin. And this is Der Dichter und Denker. So this is the dojo round robin number 16. Okay. Do we got a time graph? We do. Looks pretty good. That's what a dojo time graph should look like right there. All right, good. Let's go take a look at this game. Okay. Queen F3. Good move. This, I'm guessing that this white player is following my openings course here. C6. I don't know about C6. You've just played knight A5 to take the bishop, and now you're going to try to pull off D5, but he's got that square pretty well covered. Then you change your mind with bishop C5, rightly, and then now a simple move. He's got other moves, but that's simple and strong right there. D6, and now should he play knight G3 or should he pop you? All right, let's see what he does. He castles, ambitious. I would have considered knight G3 in any case. Or bishop F6. Bishop F6 and knight G3 is definitely a good endgame. Oh, now we're gonna encourage him. And now F4, which you don't like. It doesn't make any sense. It's true. Okay. Well, F4, I don't know how bad it is. He says he's moving too fast. Also, he doesn't like F4, but he doesn't say what else white should do. Now, I do want to say that when I first looked at this position, I really didn't like Black's position, but I'm at least cognizant that it's not so easy for white to break Black down here. I'm just considering different options. Knight G3 is kind of interesting. Sacking the pawn. All right, first we're going to give F4 a chance. Now you talk about Rook G8. If G3, that's no good. All right, Marpan just raided the stream. Great. I would be considering on Rook G8 about FE. Would be the concern. Now Bishop, he looks like some kind of stockfish line. Check to the miserable king. And now EF4. I don't know. Now this simple move. Good. B3. Bishop D2. Interesting move. So he says he saw Bishop D2 quickly and definitely took too long to come to a decision here. Now white thinks forever and plays knight D1. The other rook to D1 looks pretty reasonable for the guy. And you thought it was best. Okay. Notice that he's obsessed with this, and Bishop G4 is a good move. You deserve props for that. That's nice.
Do you have any line paper?
All right, so now we have a technical endgame. Good move. I don't like knight c3. Why? Because it's not going anywhere, the poor knight. Good move. Good move. Reasonable. Nice move. You played this great game very well. What? Oh, no. Rook takes f5. Rook takes f5. What are we doing? Oh, no. All right, so what do I think about this position? Now, it's got to be said about this that it is a very nice position for you because your king is more active than their king. However, I think in this spot right here, instead of h5, you should consider f5. And that would really, that's the pawn you want to trade, not the h pawn, right? And after f5, you definitely have a position that looks very close to winning. There's question marks. Check to the pawn. That might be annoying. Because if I let you downtown, that's no good. And if I go back, you might go here. Ooh, so already that's a bad little, that's bad. Now, on this one, though, the extra pawn is mostly meaningless. He brings the king up. Good. You're still better because your king is better. b4, I don't understand that move. Good move. Okay. King e5. Rook e4, and now he really blunders it here. A really good rule of thumb is with rook e4, you got to be kind of careful here because he's got the outside passed pawn. And this, what do we think about this position? I think you're still in firm control after king f4, but that's the one that we needed to check just to make sure that we weren't getting destroyed. That's clearly a blunder. Good move. Good move. It's all over. What good game. Good game. Yeah. All right, I got to deal. I'm dealing with a snow day here. Kids are yelling, screaming. Let me just see if I can put out some fires here.
Welcome
Welcome to the dojo.
Check out Joe, he's a Reddit bro, likes to edit posts, and he starts to gloat when he gets the most of votes or likes. Yeah, he's really hyped, really psyched, cause the crowd is really tight and the work is really light. His training plan is the first thing your eyes see, cause he got more follows than my boy Eric Dicey. Opinions on Magnus, Hans, and Karyakin, who cheated who, which engine that ain't hacking. He got blocked by Short, ignored by Dvorak, but he can't be wrong. He scored a like from Truong. He's got lightning attacks on GM blunders and gaffes, true not over the board. It's only the other chap. Still his 7-year plan ensures the last laugh. Distractions detract from any actual actions. Excuses are useless. He rues his inaction. Awaits satisfaction. The status of Magnus. He bought 50 books and opened up 10. Fools ought to read Psalms, not my system. He's got 30 alt accounts on every site around. Chessable courses keep looking cheaper by the pound. He got 22 databases and 36 engines, 25 chess sets, and a massive clock collection. He bought merch from Gotham, Bra and Naka, but his game history looked like some chess copy pasta. A GM coach that he don't listen to, and if you think it is, then yes, my friend, yes, this is you. But that all changed one bright sunny day when a friend said, hey, don't you know? Welcome to the dojo, it's good to grow. Welcome to the dojo, I gave up on the easy. Sweatwork's what we need, G. Sweatwork's what I believe, ratings what I'll receive. Don't you know? Welcome to the dojo, it's good to grow. Welcome to the dojo, I stepped away from easy. Sweatwork's what we need, G. Sweatwork's what I believe, ratings what what I'll receive. So Joe got into the business, stopped the app sickness, daily practices rhythm, he even upped his fitness. He found sparring cathartic, postmortems charming. With the plus equal minus, he was armed for elo farming. With notepad and pen, he built up calluses, escape rating paralysis with lengthy game analysis. With sensei direction, he sold his collection. Read one classic and that was fantastic. Now he locked to the spot where they checking off boxes. Young prodigies and some wily old foxes. 3.5 points per box, that's shocking progress. Goal nearing, cohort cheering, Joe doesn't hear it. He's monotasking, no relaxing, concentration maxing. One book, one board, one set, one thought. Work will work, will work, work, never stop. One book, one board, one set, one thought. Work will work, will work, work, never stop. Now occasionally he peeps the world of the tweet and laughs when he sees the player that he used to be. Blank face staring, complex plans.
All right, my friends, we are back with this thing. All right. So, oh, dude, the tired runner made it again? Oh, man, the tired runner. I thought I was done with my weekly graduating, but here I am again. Been really enjoying the dojo work, though I have a growing mountain of tasks to catch up on now. Amazing. Tolga asks, does he do analysis or with paid? I'm just doing people in the program. These are all people in the ChessDojo program here. Marapon, thank you for rating. Sorry I wasn't here when you came in. Hope you had a cool stream and all that. We're doing the ChessDojo training program graduates today is what we're doing. Okay, Tired Runner, this guy's amazing. And if you were watching the stream, you'll know that I've noticed through the years that people in this lifting heavy things club are graduating all the time. So Tired Runner did a funny, and he created the cardio enjoyers, which is now up to 5 people. And it's now up to 5 people. He's the one who started this thing, the Tired Runner. Okay, so we got some games here. I don't know if he's got it from the last week because we've just been doing so much. He's been graduating so much. Let me make sure. All right, I haven't done this one yet. His clock time looks great. Okay, so here we go. All right. I don't know if it's even drawish at master level. I always see interesting games. Okay. Okay, now we have transposed into a symmetrical French. Bishop b6 strikes me as a little weird, but you are developing. Little funky, knight b5. Bishop b7, fine. I don't know if we should have let him take like that. I don't understand that move. And now pop him. Pop him. There you go. Liam, you have to stop, buddy. Good move. Good move. Rook f7. And you talk about rook a e8. I like what you're doing, by the way. You're just building. c4, big question. I like what you're doing. I really do. You're just playing simple chess. That probably wasn't it. Yeah. I think, by the way, that you're going to be better in all these variations. We could have had slightly better, maybe a better play, but you played it well. Bishop f4. Okay, I'm fine with bishop f4. Queen d2. Nice move. And we've been waiting for that forever. We've been waiting to get that square forever. He gives it to you and you do it. Great. Good move. All right, big question. It looks like to me you could take, and you do. Bam. Welcome to the dojo, buddy. Knight h5. I don't know what he's supposed to do. It's a bad situation. Oh, that wasn't it. Bang. Ooh, very nice, Tired Runner. Dang, but take it easy. Man. It's just completely lost here. Dang, you played good, Tired Runner. That was a good game. Okay, that was a great game. And some of the things I want to say here, well, I want to say a lot of things. This move was so you do a couple moves that feel awkward to me, but you play positionally much better than your opponent. And even if we decide that you could have done better here than what you did, you put the pieces on all good squares. Like here, he's got to play like Queen E2 and Rook E1 is the question, right? And maybe F4 to stop E5. But look at this. Great. Great. Yeah. Fantastic position. And you could do a variety of different things here, but the point is, all of your moves made sense. You could have played Rook A8, but this Rook F7, great, dude. You're bringing it all together. So I thought that was great. Okay. Beautiful stuff. I really like that. So that's the tired runner. He's going to make the case that it's not just the lifters who are advancing, it's the cardio enjoyers. Though I think just the name tired runner suggests that he doesn't enjoy it thoroughly. That's what it suggests. Just me talking, tired runner. Just me talking. I did a lot of runners too. It was like a type 2 fun. Some type 2 fun over there. All right, Tom Wood has not been marking stuff done in a while. Maybe he briefly graduated and then fell back down. So we don't know what's going on with Tom Wood. Has he got some clubs? No, no clubs. Has he got some recent games? No, no recent games. So Tom Wood, here is your heat map here. We can see that in the summer to fall you were very busy and then kind of left it. But you did. Maybe by dint of all that analysis that you did earlier, you really made a good jump. Okay, so that's the famous Tom Wood. Now we got Eric. We'll give Eric a follow here. He's been doing a lot of tactics, that green that you can see there. And we have our first FIDE rating of the day. Great, 1684. There's no chump here. Clubs, nothing. Games. And he says Mina Patia. No games. So Eric, joined a little bit late last year. Been doing some tactics. Time to do some games. By the way, some people, I understand this, have a hard time starting game analysis. It's like, well, what are we doing? What are we doing? What's the point? How do we do it? And I think a great way to get started on it is to do our live classes, especially with the game and profile review. That way, you'll have people working with you to create an annotation, and then I'll look at the thing far more in depth than we do here, and I'm going to take a look at your profile, see what's going on. So that's just a cool thing. You see that up here, this live classes thing, boom. That's what we got going. And if you do it, you have access to the lectures as well. Okay. So actually, where's the Najdorf lecture got taken down? There's a Najdorf lecture happening this month too. Najdorf lecture down. Okay, so there's that. And we'll go back. Now we got Teal Panda, who has graduated a number of times as well. Let's see what they say. Getting back to the program, I used to use it quite a bit in the past to get to my current level. Then I dropped studying chess. Got my first FIDE rating of 1835. God dang, which was quite overrated. I think I play more like a 1750 on a good day. Back to training and started the program again. Maybe it will help me get to a real strength of 1800 ELO. Great. I actually have a group I'm meeting with that's around 1800 ELO. That would be a good one for you to do. One thing as a metric is 1800 dojo corresponds roughly to about 2100 ChessCom Rapid. So that I don't know how active you are in the ChessCom Rapid, but And you definitely want to focus on your OTB. But if you want to like gut check on whether you feel you're overrated for this first FIDE rating, maybe that would be something to think about. Is it dojo merch on my head? No. No, it's unfortunately not dojo merch. Just that. It's cold here, man. Where ice, just ice everywhere. Yeah. Okay, so let's see if we can get some games from the Teal Panda. And yeah, we got a game, a hero and the villain. It, of course, is a nice thing if we can get you to input your times here. We're going to get this in the game review. All right. The hero is playing white. Fine. Knight c6 I would consider an inaccuracy. And now d5. Is probably the best bet. And my understanding of the position is, I don't know, it seems like white would be a little bit better with this continuation that he gets. So the problem with this move, e5, is now black has a good French, right? This bishop's out, you know. And think about it also in terms of an advanced Caro-Kann. In an advanced Caro-Kann, you go 1, 2, and then later someday you play c5. He's already got it here, right? Okay, queen b6. All right, and he plays knight e2. I get it. Nobody likes it. It's a bad situation. Stockfish plays knight c3, right? In general, we should say to ourselves, anything to avoid the discombobulating knight e2. Knight h6, fancy. I think bishop f5 makes a lot of sense. Queen b3. Yeah, now he's going to get a good, well, maybe he already had it, but he's got a good French here. Now, knight f5 is a little controversial because he did block his bishop's path out. I don't know about this knight b4 stuff. That doesn't make any sense to me. Good move. Fine. Now, notice all the work we did to keep the bishop out. And now it's hanging out on bishop d7, where it's also not terrible. g4, bad move. Boom, thank you very much. h5, interesting. I kind of like it. Good. Okay. All right, so we need better annotations. We do not want the stockfish baloney manoni. a6, I'm not sure I get it. And here we have a whole stretch of moves where nothing is done, and then we have some engine analysis. This is the kind of position you need to analyze to get good at. Yeah, this is the one. There's all kinds of questions here. I don't understand a lot of these moves. Like bishop c6, I didn't know what it was about. Yeah. Be nice, of course, with the time, the timestamps. You did this, and now we're gonna have a draw. Okay, great, good and kind of good annotations, but you can see the spots here. Especially, we're gonna highlight this huge, vast expanse where we needed to do some more thinking. That's how you get good at endgames. That's how it's done. Okay. All right, next up we have Ali. And Ali doesn't tell us much. That's sometimes the sign of somebody who doesn't have any games or anything. We have some kind of ghosts in the program who graduate when they graduate, but aren't otherwise actually using what's going on. Clubs, games, nothing. There we go. Joined a while back too. Oh, man, I blew it. Exited my window in a wrong momentito. So hold on. This is all a disaster. So what happened here?
This is a disaster.
You got to leave me alone, bud.
No, I have a problem, Daddy.
Okay, hold on. Dang it. Dang it. Oh, it's killing me. I'm getting killed. I'm getting killed. I'm getting killed. All right, we can do this again. I'm dealing with all kinds of nonsense now.
I'm dealing with all kinds of nonsense.
You're dealing with some nonsense, bud.
Miss Kane said to go to Miss Kane's Google Classroom, and I don't even know what that is.
Oh, God. Okay. So, my friends, I have to attend to something. I'll be right back. Bye-bye. Welcome to Dojo.
Check out Joe, he's a Reddit bro, likes to edit posts, and he starts to gloat when he gets the most of votes or likes. Yeah, he's really hyped, really psyched, cause the crowd is really tight and the work is really light. His training plan is the first thing your eyes see, cause he got more follows than my boy Eric Dicey. Opinions on Magnus, Hans, and Karyakin, who cheated who, which engine
That
did he
ain't
hack in?
Mouse.
He got blocked by Short, ignored by Dvorak, but he can't be wrong. He scored a like from Truon. He's got lightning attacks on GM blunders and gaffes. True, not over the board. It's only the other chat. Still, his 7-year plan ensures the last laugh. Distractions detract from any actual actions. Excuses are useless. He rules his inaction. Awaits satisfaction. The status of Magnus. He bought 50 books and opened up 10. Fools ought to read Psalms, not my system. He's got 30 alt accounts on every site around. Chessable courses keep looking cheaper by the pound. He got 22 databases and 36 engines, 25 chess sets, and a massive clock collection. He bought merch from Gotham, Bra and Naka, but his game history looked like some chess copy pasta. A GM coach that he don't listen to, and if you think...
All right, here we go, my friends. I think I'm back. A lot of drama in my life today. How bad is it? I don't know. I do get to play a tournament this weekend, so that's kind of cool. Now, this is the wrong person. This is for next week. I got to get back over here. Okay, so we did Ali, and now we're going to do Kamachek. Improved without using the dojo diligently, so just a formal process. So I think what he means by formal process is a process of getting him to the next cohort. He joined way back in the day, but really hasn't been using it. Now, one of the things I've just observed that I think is interesting is the higher rated the player, the more hard it is for them to keep it on track with, especially getting their games reviewed. I think it's an ego thing. I experienced it myself. As a player who'd been at it for a long time, it's just so hard to look at my own games. And I think also, to a certain extent, for these people to diligently use their heat maps. I think Ghost, dude, we'll check. I don't think he's logging it either. We're going to spy on him, actually, before we're done. We'll spy on him, see how he's doing. All right, this is Kamachek. No clubs. I don't think he has any games. That's my guess. No games. So, Kamachek, we hope you find your way. You find your way to the dojo. But here we have a famous person now, and this person has graduated a number of times. I always pronounce their name wrong. I say Amable, and he's like, no, that ain't it. That ain't it. He says, this graduation feels a little strange. Some days I feel like I'm playing really well, and other days everything seems to fall apart. One moment I'm beating a 1900, and the next I'm losing to an 1100. The swings are real, and at times they make me question whether I even deserve to be here or if I'm just getting lucky. Okay, let's go take a look at our friend. So, first thing we'll observe is he is doing mostly non-dojo work recently. Okay, we don't know yet why. He has gone up an incredible amount. Look at that. Look at that. Dude, from here being 1100 chess.com to now being 1700 chess.com. That's an amazing boost. USCF is very low, but it looks like he's not really playing. And he's got a high tactics rating. Okay. Dojo Latino Americano, Heat Map Heroes. He's also part of the Coconut Club. He's a member of the Coconut. Well, that's gonna be some improvement right there. So this was recent. And what do we got here? This is the Open Classical. We're going to call these annotations a little light. We'll call them a little light, Amable. Ooh, and then we have a primary concern here. Neither player is thinking. So I think Amable, I don't know, I wouldn't double down on this because my memory is terrible, but my recollection is we've seen other games from you that had a time management graph like this, right? Abysmal. All right, so whatever I say here pales in comparison in terms of importance to this thing. This is where the problem lies. Thank you, Fleefers, Fleefers and Beepers. All right, here we go. Bishop d3 is a little weird. Okay. And he just lets you pop him here with e5. Why didn't you pop him? Time to pop him. So I'll tell you right now, you're moving too fast. e5 gets a very nice position. And I don't understand. Why doesn't e5 win the game? Good. You're just winning. I don't understand. Okay. So now we'd like to believe that you finished this person off no problemo. Okay. A little weird, but okay. So Queen a6, and he says, pin down. I like that, pin down. I don't understand a3. Good move. Good. Simple and strong. I don't understand this move. I don't get it. I don't understand. You at least play rook d7. Rook e7 now, please. Fine. Good. No rush. Good. All right, now you're totally winning. And oh, I like what you did there. The only thing negative we'll say, oh no, dude. So, huge mistake. You're putting exclamation when you mean to be putting question marks. And here we want to say e7. Now, why did this happen? Because you aren't taking your time. That's what this is about. Okay. So, I got to go deal with some drama. But I did finish this. It was beginning from yesterday. We're going to do a couple quick things, though. We're going to go see... Let's go see if it's true, my suspicion, that Kostya's not doing it. Let's see if he's doing it or not. He stopped it, dude. Yep. I have a feeling, David, let's just see. He was good for a while, and then he lost it. Okay. Then we go, David, he's one of the worst, dude. He's one of the worst. Nothing. Look at that. Nothing. Oh, my dear friends. Ah, no bueno. David's no clubs, dude. Let's go see a part of some clubs. I see he's got some clubs. The St. Louis Dojo. That's pretty good. I didn't know there was a streamers club. Yeah, I'll join the club. I'm a streamer, bro. I'll join the streamers club. I think Amable is a streamer, actually. That guy needs to be in here. Fleefer says, lazy bones. DL Boger says, oh no. Yeah, I know. It's bad. All right, my friends, that's it for me. I'm dealing with the drama on the home front. Okay, so we're going to rate somebody. Who is it going to be? How about somebody named Uncle Jesse? Uncle Jesse. That can't be bad, dude. I don't know Uncle Jesse. Let's just see what's going on with Uncle Jesse. That used to be one of the names I was called, was Uncle Jesse. Now I'm Uncle GM. That's my name now, Uncle GM. I'm going to scold him, DL Borger. I'm going to scold him.